welcome everyone. My name is Yoshi from Neverwinter Uncensored, bringing you another Neverwinter Ravenloft preview. Today we are talking about the new Tarokka Deck box item/system. So the other day we were already covering hunts and how that system got fundamentally changed. And one of these changes is that you can add challenge and additional rewards to hunts. And this is done by the Tarokka Deck's card. The deck itself is automatically obtained by doing the introductory quest line, and you can access it through the useful items tab or by using the button in the campaign details. Bringing up your Tarokka deck reveals the cards you currently hold. There's a high deck with epic cards and 4 low decks with rare cards. You can, by the way, own duplicates, so you're not limited to one of each card. And what do these cards do? As mentioned in the video about hunts, as group leader you can play up to 3 cards to add additional rewards for all players to a hunt. But these additional rewards also come with additional challenge, and both is stated in the tooltips. So let's pick a random one, the broken one for example. So the challenge is that no player may use daily powers, but everyone will get an additional armor piece on completion. The high deck offers the strongest rewards, but also the strongest challenge. The Donjon is probably the top card here because it rewards item level 5-10, but also ups the challenge to epic dungeon level. So this card should probably only be played when hunting within a full group, which, by the way, is also a general hint. Depending on the cards or combination of cards you play, you definitely want to do this within a party. The low decks are sorted thematically. Sword cards add armor pieces, but enemies will deal more damage. Stars is lower aggro range, larger aggro range and getting additional refining points. Glyphs is more HP for mobs and additional campaign currency for the group. And last but not least, coins add astral diamonds, but mobs will regenerate HP. So there's a lot of stuff you can add to hunts. Naturally, on first look, some stuff sounds more intriguing than others. For example, getting 100 additional Barovian coins for more enemy HP doesn't sound too great, to be honest, but it obviously depends on what you're looking for and how much challenge you can master. Alright, so the deck itself, as mentioned, is free, but the cards are not. You have to collect them. And there are multiple ways. Mobs throughout the world can drop rare blue cards, and epic ones come from the campaign tasks right here, or also weekly quests. Let's see, where are the weekly quests? Here we go. Like Dark Heroics, the one where you have to do heroic encounters in the zone, rewards a high card. And you will also be able to buy them from the Zen store. There's also a card dealer in the Vistani camp in Barovia. You can sell all cards you don't need, but at first it makes most sense to only sell your duplicates. And then you get a special currency, this blank Tarokka card, for which you can buy a random low blue card. Let's see. So here's the random low blue card, which isn't too great to be honest, but once per week there's also a pack that hands out one card that you do not yet own. So you are guaranteed to get a unique card. The pack doesn't show up right now because I've already obtained it. It costs 10 of the blank cards. So why do you want to get new cards and complete your deck? Well, completing your deck lets you claim a special artifact. Right now I have 32 of 54, but once I obtained every card I can collect the artifact. The deck artifact, let's quickly bring up the mythic version. Okay, here we go. The deck artifact has a pretty unique bonus. It pulls 3 random cards from your high deck, and selecting a card will cast its powers. If you do not select a card, the cooldown of the artifact is reduced, and you can see the powers once again in the tooltips. Next to challenge and rewards, there's also the Tarokka Deck artifact power. There are a few interesting ones, like enemies take 10% more damage, or your damage will be increased by 15%, your damage will be increased by 5%, or you will take 15% less damage, but I personally do not like the random nature as much. However, if you do not like the draw, at least the cooldown is reduced, and that way you can obviously also use the artifact to proc certain insignia bonuses like Artificer's Persuasion at a higher rate. Yeah, and that's basically it. So you can use your Tarokka deck to add challenge and rewards to hunts, and there's also that collection element attached to it. It looks like completing your deck is reasonably easy, but since the cards you play within hunts are consumed, you kinda have to make a decision early on whether to use the cards or wait until you can claim the artifact first. Later, I guess, it's also going to be difficult to especially have enough high cards for each and every hunt, but this really encourages group play. Because, once again, the rewards from the Tarokka cards are granted to each and every member of a hunting party, so it makes sense to form a full group and rotate the lead role so everyone can initiate a hunt and play Tarokka cards. I have to admit I really like the system, although there's, as always, a certain grind attached to it. We, by the way, have all the cards, screenshots and powers on the corresponding blog article, which I've linked in the description below, so make sure to check that one out. For the video, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed our preview of the Tarokka deck system, and see you next time. Don't watch your wish and count down many